In a luxurious car dealership, an unjust and humiliating encounter unfolded when a black man, Leon, was unfairly treated. Despite his humble appearance, Leon was far from ordinary. From a young age, he had demonstrated a visionary spirit, fueled by an unrelenting passion for automobiles. His fascination with cars began with miniature models he would meticulously disassemble and reassemble them, crafting unique designs that reflected his innate creativity and technical prowess. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. By the time Leon turned 32, he had achieved a remarkable milestone in his career as an automotive designer. He was employed by one of the most prestigious automakers in the United States, where his innovative designs were highly sought after. His latest creation, the luxury car named Aurora, was set to make its debut. The Aurora was more than just a vehicle. It represented a groundbreaking fusion of cutting-edge technology and sophisticated elegance, poised to revolutionize the automotive industry. For Leon, the Aurora was the culmination of years of relentless dedication, creativity, and passion. On that particular morning, he decided to visit the luxury dealership where the Aurora would be showcased for the very first time. He was eager to see his masterpiece up close, to witness the reactions of the initial customers, and perhaps even purchase one for himself. Dressed in faded jeans, a simple t-shirt, and comfortable sneakers, Leon was unconcerned with presenting a polished image. His sole focus was on experiencing the moment of unveiling his creation. As Leon entered the dealership, he was immediately met with a barrage of curious and skeptical stares. The salesman, impeccably dressed in well-tailored suits and polished shoes, scrutinized him with visible disdain. One particular salesman, a middle-aged man whose forced smile betrayed his underlying contempt, approached Leon with an air of condescension. "May I assist you?" the salesman asked, his tone laced with a hint of sarcasm. "Yes, I'd like to view the Aurora up close," Leon responded with a calm and steady voice. The salesman's reaction was a derisive laugh, which he shared with his colleagues, who joined in with their mocking laughter. "The Aurora? Do you have any idea of the cost?" the salesman continued, his tone dripping with disbelief. "Perhaps you should consider something more within your budget." Leon felt a surge of humiliation and frustration, but he managed to keep his composure. Although he had encountered prejudice before, he had never experienced it so overtly and insidiously. Determined to handle the situation with dignity, he simply smiled and nodded. "I am fully aware of the price," he replied, his voice steady, "but thank you for your suggestion." Despite his polite response, the salesman continued to disregard him, directing their attention towards other customers who appeared more affluent. The encounter left Leon feeling a deep sense of injustice, but his resolve remained unshaken. He was determined to see his creation receive the recognition it deserved, regardless of the obstacles presented by the dealership staff. Leon strolled through the expansive showroom, his gaze fixed on the Aurora from a distance. As he admired his creation, his heart swelled with pride, witnessing his work in all its resplendent glory. The car was indeed a masterpiece of design, its elegant lines and commanding presence a testament to his talent and dedication. Despite the satisfaction he felt, he couldn't shake off the bitter experience from earlier. Determined not to let that negativity overshadow his moment of triumph, Leon chose to leave the dealership without disclosing his identity. As he made his way home, Leon's mind was a whirlwind of thoughts and reflections. This was not the first time he had encountered prejudice due to his unassuming appearance, but Aurora's imminent launch provided him with a unique opportunity to address the issue head-on. He knew he could not let this unjust treatment define his experience or tarnish the success of his creation. In the days that followed, Leon meticulously devised a plan. He reached out to his network within the automaker, leveraging his connections to arrange a special visit to the dealership with several top executives from the company. His goal was to ensure that the situation was properly addressed and to instill a crucial lesson in respect and professionalism for the salesman responsible. On the morning of the planned visit, Leon dressed in a more formal attire, though he remained true to his style. He wanted his impact to be felt through his actions and his unwavering commitment, rather than through superficial appearances. Upon arriving at the dealership with the 3 high-ranking executives who were aware of the situation and ready to support his cause, Leon was met with a facade of politeness and exaggerated warmth. The salesman, oblivious to Leon's identity, addressed the executives with the utmost courtesy, a stark contrast to the dismissive attitude he had shown Leon. Leon kept his composure, observing quietly and waiting for the right moment to reveal his true intentions. As the executives explored the dealership, one of them requested that all employees gather for a special presentation. The sales staff, eager and curious, quickly assembled, expecting a routine event. Leon, feeling the anticipation build, knew that the moment to reveal the truth was drawing near. He was ready to confront the unjust treatment he had endured and advocate for a much-needed cultural shift within the dealership. Leaving the dealership, Leon was filled with a potent mix of anger and determination. The experience of prejudice he had faced was a catalyst for change. He was resolved to transform the humiliation he had experienced into an opportunity to instigate a meaningful shift in the dealership's culture and perhaps influence other areas as well. In the subsequent days, Leon crafted a detailed plan to address the issue. Recognizing that he needed the backing of the automaker's top management to effect real change, he reached out to Joshua Thompson, the CEO of the company. An urgent meeting was scheduled to discuss the matter. On the day of the meeting, Leon meticulously prepared, opting for formal attire while remaining authentic to his character. He wanted his message to be heard clearly, without being overshadowed by his appearance. Upon arriving at the company's impressive headquarters, Leon was greeted warmly by Joshua and other senior executives. The CEO's firm handshake and friendly demeanor conveyed genuine respect. "Leon, it's always a pleasure to see you," Joshua said with a smile. "The Aurora is a significant achievement for us, and we owe much of its success to your vision and hard work." "Thank you, Joshua," Leon replied, his tone steady but resolute. "That's actually what I want to discuss." He recounted the humiliating experience he had faced at the dealership, describing in detail how the salesman had treated him with disdain and prejudice. The executives listened with rapt attention, their expressions shifting from curiosity to concern as they absorbed the gravity of the situation. "This is unacceptable," Joshua declared, his voice tinged with anger. "We need to take immediate and decisive action to rectify this." Leon concurred and proposed his plan: a surprise visit to the dealership, accompanied by the executives, to confront the prejudiced salesman directly and implement a comprehensive restructuring of the dealership's approach to customer interaction. Joshua and the other executives endorsed the idea, acknowledging the need for a profound and lasting cultural change within the organization. With the support of the top management secured, Leon felt a renewed sense of purpose. He was prepared to turn his personal experience of prejudice into a catalyst for positive change, ensuring that respect and professionalism became the cornerstone of the dealership's operations. The day of the visit arrived with remarkable swiftness, catching Leon, Joshua, and the 2 other executives in a blend of anticipation and urgency. They set out for the dealership in a convoy of luxury vehicles, the leading car being a gleaming Aurora that gleamed under the morning sun. As they neared the dealership, Leon experienced a swirl of emotions: nervousness mixed with excitement, knowing that today represented an opportunity to address a significant injustice and uphold the values of respect and inclusion that were so important to him. Upon their arrival, the dealership's exterior was bustling with activity, and the inside was no less lively. The salesmen, all wearing wide, rehearsed smiles, greeted the group with exaggerated enthusiasm. However, they failed to recognize Leon among the crowd. Joshua, stepping into the role of a high-profile customer, requested a closer look at the Aurora. The salesman assigned to them, eager to impress, showcased the vehicle with practiced flair. After a few minutes of polite but superficial conversation, Joshua made a surprising request. He wanted all dealership employees to assemble for a special presentation. The salesman, intrigued and slightly apprehensive, quickly complied. As the employees gathered, Leon kept a respectful distance, his gaze fixed on Joshua as he prepared to speak. Joshua's voice soon filled the showroom, his tone commanding yet warm. "We're here today not only to celebrate the Aurora," he began, addressing the attentive assembly, "but also to introduce someone who plays a crucial role in its story. This is Leon, the principal designer behind the Aurora." A palpable shift occurred in the room as the salesmen's faces transitioned from casual interest to visible shock and discomfort. The awkward silence that followed was almost tangible as Leon took a step forward, his presence commanding the room's attention. "I'm here today," Leon began, his voice steady yet laced with resolve, "because during my previous visit, I was subjected to disdain and disrespect simply because of my appearance. Such treatment is unacceptable. Every individual who walks through these doors deserves to be treated with dignity and respect, regardless of how they look or who they are." The salesman's expressions ranged from embarrassment to outright dismay as they absorbed Leon's words. Joshua, standing beside Leon, continued with a determined tone. "We are committed to transforming the culture here. The dealership will undergo a complete restructuring. Those who have displayed prejudice will face serious consequences, either through dismissal or mandatory intensive training in diversity and inclusion." Leon felt a deep sense of relief and accomplishment. Although this was just the beginning, it marked a crucial step toward meaningful change. He knew that addressing such issues required ongoing effort, but the day's events signaled a shift toward justice and improvement. As the dealership employees gathered for the special presentation, the atmosphere was a mix of tension and hope. Joshua Thompson, the CEO of the automaker, stood next to Leon, ready to support the revelations to come. The salesman, still unaware of the full context, watched with curiosity, anticipating exciting news about the Aurora. Joshua's voice resonated clearly across the showroom floor. "We are here to celebrate the Aurora, a vehicle that epitomizes our dedication to engineering and design excellence. However, today's presentation is about more than just the car. It's an opportunity to meet the visionary who brought the Aurora to life." As Joshua gestured for Leon to step forward, the room fell into an expectant silence. The salesmen's faces shifted from confusion to astonishment as they recognized Leon, the very individual they had treated with such disregard. Leon took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment as he began to speak. "On my previous visit," Leon said, his voice resolute yet filled with emotion, "I was met with disrespect and prejudice due to my appearance. I chose not to reveal my identity at that time, but today I am here to tell you the truth. I am the principal designer of the Aurora, the vehicle you are showcasing." The salesmen were visibly stunned, their earlier bravado replaced by a mix of shame and surprise. Leon continued, his voice growing stronger with each statement. "Respect and dignity should not be reserved for those who conform to certain expectations or appearances. Every person who steps through these doors deserves to be treated with courtesy and respect, regardless of their background or how they are perceived." Joshua and the other executives nodded in agreement, their support evident. The room was thick with tension, but also with a hopeful anticipation for change. "This experience has highlighted the values we aim to promote as a company," Leon concluded. "From today onwards, this dealership will undergo a complete overhaul. Those who demonstrated prejudice will be held accountable." Joshua added firmly, "We are committed to fostering an environment of diversity and inclusion. All employees will undergo comprehensive training to ensure that they treat every customer with the respect they deserve. Those unwilling to align with these principles will no longer be part of our team." The salesman exchanged nervous glances, clearly unsettled by the unfolding revelations. Among them, a younger employee named Tommy, visibly moved by the proceedings, took a step forward, reflecting the nervous yet hopeful atmosphere that permeated the room. "Leon and Joshua, I want to extend my deepest and most sincere apologies. I realize now that I was one of those who treated you unfairly and disrespectfully on that day. I am deeply ashamed of my behavior and filled with regret. I understand that acknowledging my mistakes is the first step toward growth, and I am committed to learning from this experience and improving myself." Leon gazed at Tommy, recognizing the genuine remorse in his eyes. "Tommy, true change starts with the willingness to acknowledge one's errors. I am prepared to offer a second chance to those who genuinely seek to make amends and transform." As Leon spoke, murmurs of agreement began to ripple through the room. Other salesmen, inspired by Tommy's example, began to step forward, offering their apologies and expressing a sincere desire to change. Leon felt a profound sense of relief and satisfaction wash over him. His goal had never been merely to punish, but to foster authentic and meaningful transformation within the team. The restructuring of the dealership was formally announced, with Leon being appointed as a special consultant for diversity and inclusion. In this new role, he pledged to work closely with the dealership's team to ensure that the newly established standards were not only met but embraced wholeheartedly. The news quickly spread across social media, becoming a compelling example of how to address and overcome prejudice constructively and effectively. In the days that followed, the dealership underwent a rigorous process of training, open discussions, and workshops. Leon played a central role in these sessions, leading many of them. He shared his own experiences, offered insights, and inspired employees to adopt a new and more inclusive mindset. Weeks later, Leon returned to the dealership to assess the progress. The atmosphere was markedly different from before. The salesman greeted him with genuine smiles and respect, and there was an unmistakable sense of positive change in the air. As he prepared to leave, Leon cast a final glance at the Aurora displayed prominently in the showroom. To him, the car was more than just a luxury vehicle. It had become a symbol of resilience, transformation, and justice. Although he knew this was just the beginning, Leon felt confident that he had planted the seeds for a more inclusive and respectful future. The restructuring process had been meticulously planned to drive profound and enduring cultural change within the dealership. As the automaker's special consultant, Leon took the helm of this initiative with unwavering determination. He understood that the task ahead would be challenging, but he was resolute in his mission to turn a painful experience into a valuable opportunity for growth and learning for everyone involved. On the morning of the first training session, Leon arrived at the dealership with a blend of nervousness and resolve. The showroom was quieter than usual as the salesmen gathered in a circle, awaiting the start of the session. Despite the visible anxiety, there was also a genuine curiosity on the employees' faces. "Good morning, everyone," Leon began, his voice carrying both firmness and warmth. "We are here to embark on a new chapter for this dealership. The training we will engage in over the coming weeks is not merely a formality, it is a crucial opportunity for us to reflect on our attitudes and grow both as professionals and as individuals." Joshua Thompson, the CEO, was also present to demonstrate his continued support for the initiative. He spoke briefly but powerfully, reinforcing the importance of diversity and inclusion as core values of the company. "Respect starts here among us. It is a principle that must be practiced every single day with every person who walks through our doors," he said, making eye contact with each employee. The training sessions commenced with a series of interactive workshops designed to foster introspection and dialogue. Employees were encouraged to share their personal experiences and perceptions. Leon facilitated a role-playing exercise where each participant assumed the role of a customer with diverse backgrounds and appearances. This exercise proved to be a revealing moment for many, as they began to confront and understand the implicit biases present in their attitudes. Tom, the young salesman who had previously offered an apology, emerged as a standout participant during the activities. He demonstrated a sincere commitment to learning and self-improvement, asking thoughtful questions and engaging actively in the discussions. I had never fully considered how my actions might affect someone so profoundly, Tommy admitted during a feedback session. This training is truly opening my eyes. Over the following weeks, Leon witnessed a remarkable transformation at the dealership. The once stiff atmosphere began to warm as employees treated each other with newfound respect and empathy, which was reflected in the enhanced customer service. The dealership, previously characterized by indifference and superficiality, now radiated a sense of warmth and authenticity. One day during a coffee break, Leon engaged in a meaningful conversation with Sarah, one of the dealership's most experienced saleswomen. Sarah, who had initially been skeptical of the changes, looked into Leon's eyes with genuine appreciation. "Leon, I have to confess, I was doubtful at first about all this change," she admitted. "But now, witnessing how we're all evolving, I feel like I'm growing not just as a saleswoman, but as a person." Leon's heart swelled with satisfaction as he listened to Sarah. "Sarah, that's exactly what we aimed for. It's not just about selling cars, it's about fostering relationships grounded in respect and understanding." The impact of these changes was soon apparent to the customers as well. Positive feedback started pouring in, commending the newly found courtesy and respect in service. The dealership's reputation in the community improved dramatically, becoming a model of how to address and overcome prejudice constructively. In celebration of the successful restructuring, the automaker hosted a special event. Joshua, the head of the company, invited Leon to deliver the keynote speech. As Leon stood before the audience, he reflected on his journey from initial humiliation to witnessing the dealership's positive transformation. "This experience has taught me that with determination and collective support, we can turn any adverse situation into a chance for growth," Leon began, gazing out at the familiar faces who now regarded him with admiration not only for his design genius, but for his role as an inspiring leader. "Today, I am immensely proud to be part of a team that prioritizes respect and dignity above all else." The audience erupted into applause as Leon finished his speech. He felt a profound sense of accomplishment, knowing that he had contributed to something greater than himself, a culture of respect and justice. The dealership had evolved into a beacon of resilience and fairness. As Leon left the event, his heart was light, and he was ready to continue advocating for a world where every individual was treated with dignity and respect. The changes at the dealership became a testament to the power of cultural transformation. Leon watched with pride as the results of his efforts became evident. The dealership, once marred by prejudice and arrogance, now thrived in an environment of mutual respect and genuine collaboration. The salespeople, who had once displayed arrogance, had grown into empathetic and welcoming individuals. Determined to ensure that these positive changes endured, Leon continued to closely monitor the dealership's progress. On a bright and sunny morning, he decided to pay a surprise visit. As he entered the showroom, he was met with genuine smiles and warm greetings from the staff. "Good morning," Leon said, his voice carrying a note of friendly warmth. "Good morning," Tommy responded, approaching with a sincere smile. "It's great to see you here." "Good morning," Tommy Leon replied, feeling a sense of ease. "How are things going?" Tommy's response reflected the positive shift that had occurred. "Things are going well. The atmosphere has changed so much, and it's wonderful to see everyone working together with such enthusiasm." Leon nodded, satisfied with the progress. He knew that the journey toward lasting change was ongoing, but seeing the dealership's transformation reassured him that the fight for respect and equality was a battle worth continuing. Tommy beamed with satisfaction. Better than ever. Believe it or not, sales have surged. Customers are commenting on the transformation in both the atmosphere and the service. It seems we are finally on the right track. Leon nodded, a deep sense of fulfillment settling over him. He observed Tommy and the other salespeople as they engaged with customers. Respect and empathy were woven into every interaction. It was clear that the training had made a significant impact. The salespeople were no longer just selling cars, they were fostering relationships built on trust and mutual respect. During the visit, Leon was approached by Sarah, the dealership's most seasoned saleswoman. "Leon, I'd like to show you something," she said, leading him to a meeting room with a sense of urgency. "We're working on a new initiative. We want to establish a mentorship program for young people interested in automotive design and sales." Leon's interest was piqued. "That sounds fantastic, Sarah. Please tell me more about this program." Sarah explained that the initiative was designed to provide opportunities for young people from underprivileged backgrounds. The program aimed to offer comprehensive training and mentorship, equipping them with the skills and knowledge needed to pursue careers in the automotive industry. "We want to give back to the community and share the valuable lessons we've learned here. Our goal is to inspire the next generation to dream big and strive for excellence." Leon was deeply moved by the proposal. "I'm incredibly proud of you for spearheading this. This is precisely the type of initiative we need. Let's make this vision a reality." The news of the dealership's remarkable turnaround and the new mentorship program quickly gained traction. Local media outlets covered the story extensively, and the dealership soon became a national model of inclusion and respect in the workplace. Leon was invited to speak at conferences and events, where he shared his transformative experience and inspired others to embrace similar changes. One day, during a high-profile interview with a major television network, Leon was asked to reflect on his journey and the broader impact of the changes. "This experience has taught me that true transformation starts with respect and empathy," Leon said thoughtfully. "When we treat others with dignity and understanding, we foster an environment where everyone can thrive. It's a lesson I hope will resonate throughout the industry and beyond." The dealership continued to prosper, with the mentorship program proving to be a resounding success. Many young people participated, gaining invaluable experience and opportunities. Leon dedicated significant time to supporting the program, mentoring the participants, sharing his expertise, and motivating them to pursue their aspirations. To commemorate the ongoing success, the automaker organized a special event. Joshua Thompson, the CEO, delivered an emotional and heartfelt speech. "Today we celebrate more than just our financial achievements. We celebrate a profound shift in attitudes, one marked by inclusion, respect, and positive change. Leon, your leadership and unwavering determination were instrumental in this transformation. Thank you for guiding us on this journey." As Leon took the stage, he was overcome with emotion. "This is a collective achievement," he began, his voice steady but full of feeling. "Every one of you has played a crucial role in this transformation. I am honored to be part of this team and excited to see what more we can accomplish together in the future." The applause reverberated through the showroom, a testament to the profound impact of the day's events. Leon looked around at the audience, observing both familiar and new faces. It was clear that everyone shared a common goal to foster an environment where every individual is treated with unwavering respect and dignity. A month had passed since the transformative changes were implemented at the dealership, and the results had been nothing short of remarkable. The new culture of respect and inclusion had not only led to a significant increase in sales, but had also enhanced the reputation of both the dealership and the automaker. Leon had become a symbol of positive change, earning recognition and respect throughout the automotive industry for his dedication to these principles. On a sunny afternoon with the sky a brilliant blue and the warmth of summer in the air, Leon decided to make one final visit to the dealership before embarking on a new and ambitious project. As he arrived, he was greeted with a warmth and enthusiasm that went beyond mere professional courtesy. The employees, who had evolved from mere colleagues into a cohesive team united by shared values, welcomed him with genuine affection. "Leon, it's always a pleasure to see you," Tommy said, his smile radiating sincerity. "We've got a little surprise for you." Intrigued, Leon followed Tommy to the main showroom. The Aurora was displayed prominently, adorned with special decorations that highlighted its significance. Beside the car, a beautifully crafted commemorative plaque had been installed, dedicating that particular model to the visionary who had turned dreams into reality. Leon's eyes glistened as he took in the sight. "This is incredible," he said, his voice trembling slightly with emotion as he touched the plaque. "Thank you, everyone. This car represents more than just a design. It embodies everything we've achieved together." Sarah approached, holding a set of keys with a proud smile. "We thought you should be the first to drive this special Aurora. It's a small token of our gratitude for everything you've done for us." Leon accepted the key with a sense of pride and humility, his heart swelling with appreciation. He slid into the driver's seat, and as he turned the key and started the engine, a feeling of fulfillment and peace washed over him. Although it was just a car, it carried with it the collective hopes, efforts, and triumphs of everyone involved in the journey toward a culture of respect and inclusion. As Leon drove through the city streets, he reflected on his journey from the painful experiences of prejudice and humiliation to the transformative moments of success and positive change. Each step along the way had been challenging but rewarding. While there was still much work to be done, he felt confident and hopeful about the future. Upon returning to the dealership, Leon stepped out of the car to the sound of enthusiastic applause. The heartfelt appreciation from the team was overwhelming. "Thank you all," Leon said, his voice choked with emotion. "This is just the beginning. Continue to work with respect and empathy, and together we can achieve even greater things." With a heart full of gratitude and a clear vision for what lay ahead, Leon bid farewell to the team. He knew that he had left an indelible mark on their lives and the culture of the dealership. As he walked away, ready to face the new challenges that awaited him, he carried with him the values that had transformed his life and the lives of those around him. The journey of positive change continued, and Leon was prepared to face it with unwavering resolve and a deep sense of purpose. Thank you for joining us on this journey of transformation and growth. We've explored how respect, empathy, and genuine connection can drive positive change, both in the workplace and beyond. What have you learned from this story? We'd love to hear from you. Please comment below and share one key takeaway that you plan to bring into your own life. If you liked this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.